Hey, greetings, game changers. This is Classic Games Redefined, and my name's Rich, and we're just looking at a scoreboard. Would be a total to like it, let's say a Euro style game, and because this mutator affects scoring, that's the reason why we're taking a score. I would show a lot more, but this just simply gets to the point here. It's a four-player game, A, B, C, D. That's why the names I have here. But anyhow, this Universal Mutator actually Reiner Knizia and several of his games did for categories amongst players. Looking at it, I'm realizing this would actually be very useful if you have a competitive Euro-style game where you're playing for points. I don't know, like Le Havre, Agricola, a number of those type games that you have. Catan, it probably wouldn't work as well with, although you probably could do that. Carcassonne, large number of Euro-style games. And you have a score, and this is just some random score I picked out here. So anyhow, the way it works is that with Knizia's scoring, the score that matters is this one, 43. This 43 we have here represents the collective score of all the players. So what they're trying to do is take, normally it's a competitive game, and try to have it so that the weakest player would end up being the score for them. So they're trying to strengthen the weaker player. I'd recommend that what you have is a game with a little bit of complexity, or where scoring's ongoing and you get things going where you set things up and maybe and it has a little bit of a complicated engine. So I'd recommend doing it that way. Also, just by this very nature of cooperative, this was my original thought, you could take a solitaire where one player is controlling all four of these sides in the game. And what you're trying to do there is trying to get the highest score for yourself. So you can take almost any type of Euro-style game. Some would work better than others, like Carcassonne, Agricola, Le Havre, etc. And apply this mutator to it and turn it into a cooperative game or a solitaire-style game. So that's the latest here. So it's just a very simple concept. Didn't require much, so I just want to show the scoreboard here. So yeah, this is just something to consider. Reiner Knizia pretty much did this method here. So that's the latest here. So feel free to comment below and modify this as necessary. This is a mutator you can't just plop on top. You're probably, if you're going to have a score to win, you're probably going to have to play a number of times to see what would be the optimal score to do it. And if some games are really very easy to manipulate, it's probably not going to work as well. But something where the scoring can get a bit out of hand and somebody has a bit of a runaway thing, you have to balance it, where maybe 5 moves down the road, the scoring would happen 5 turns down the road. So you have to plan now, something like that. That would be beneficial, plus a lot of variety, because you're going to have manipulating that way. So anyhow, so this is an idea here for something to give some thought to. So anyhow, that's the latest. Feel free to comment and tweak this as necessary. So I do want to thank you for watching / listening. May your die always roll 5, and remember, don't hate the player, change the game.